Did you watch Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix yet?
Oh shit, that's another. Yeah, I gotta remember. I have to re-up my Netflix. I forgot to re-up. I forgot to. I heard there's only 6 episodes though.
Yeah, the first two are spectacular.
Okay, okay. Well, no, that's something I would love to see because that was the one thing that caused nightmares as a kid. That guy's voice and the unsolved mystery. That was the worst thing in the world. Oh God, I was so terrified of that guy and the music from the show. Oh.
They would do the ghost ones, and I would just stare down the hallway at my house, thinking like, "This ghost's gonna get me tonight."
Now you think about it, what was that? Like that was like late '80s, right? Mid to late
Yeah,
'80s.
late '80s, late '80s.
Early '90s. See, I was born in '82, so I'm like a 9-year-old kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like 7, 8, 9. Like, and these guys talking about, and the guy was never seen again. And I'm like, fuck you with your fucking creepy voice. And the guy could be like, you know, what scared me the most was my grandmother used to watch it, and the way my family was set up, I used to actually I'd live part of the week with my grandmother and part of the week with my family. So when I was at my grandmother's house, her house, she lived in an old people complex, and right behind her back door was just woods in Belmont, just woods. And I'd go to sleep, watch like I'd fall asleep, like you know. She's just sitting there, and you watch what she was watching. She only had one fucking TV, so.
It was the '80s. You had one television with 8 channels. Unless you had cable, then you had TBS.
7 channels, that was it, like, you know? And so you watched that, and it was just. Then I went to sleep, and so there was this shadow that would always come into the back of her house. That was always. My grandmother had a collection of nutcrackers.
Oh, yeah.
Like old school, like, you know, soldier nutcrackers, and they were all lined against the window, and sometimes the light would just shine in, and it would look like fucking an army coming to fucking get me. And after an episode of fucking Unsolved Mysteries, I was just like, oh my God!
I would watch Unsolved Mysteries, and I'd stare at, like, paintings or pictures on the wall, and all of a sudden the lips would start moving, the eyes would start blinking, and I'd be like, holy shit. Yeah, nobody under the age of 20 should have been able to watch that show. I put it on because if you have like Pluto TV, they have an Unsolved Mystery channel on Pluto, so you can just watch 24 hours a day and scare the living hell out of yourself.
Oh yeah. No, I love Pluto for the fact that they have a Gordon Ramsay channel, which I love. It's like I'll watch Kitchen Nightmare every once in a while when I feel bad about myself, so he can just yell at people and I feel good.
They have a whole channel for the Hills, so I can just sit there with a half boner and watch the Hills all day long.
And hope that they'll be. No, that's me watching The Challenge. The Challenge has their own thing too. Like all the sluts. Have you tried the other free TV though? Pluto, and there's Crackle.
Yeah, I don't like Crackle.
The reason I like Crackle is because for some reason, I don't know. I mean, I think I was broke at the time, but we didn't have our Hulu or Netflix, so.
You've been broke for 30 years.
Do you want to know what? Yeah. Do you want to know what my favorite show on Crackle was the Bret Michaels Rock of Love.
Rock of Love.
And it's uncensored Rock of Love, not VH1 Rock of Love. It's uncensored on Crackle, so you get to see giant, fake, blonde, like 80s tits.
Wait a minute. So they show the boobs on Crackle?
They show the boobs and the vag. There's like shower scenes and yeah.
Because like I remember this chick Daisy that was on that show. She had like a sleeve, a tattoo sleeve, and I was in love with her.
Search her on the Pornhub, dude. I'm telling you.
Was she on that too?
She was the one with the little mess up thing in her mouth?
Yeah.
Oh, she's done. Oh, yeah. We'll look her up on the Pornhubs. Or Xvideo or whatever. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll have to call you back.
No, you won't. No, that's a. Oh, yeah. No, she's done the. Yeah. She's the one with the little she's got the tattoo right on her like waist, right above her.
Yeah.
Gun. Yeah. Trust me. She's done the pornos.
So this is episode 15 that we're doing right now, and it's obviously going to be about free television and unsolved mysteries so far.
That and I had one topic I wanted to talk about. I mean, mostly it's just like the quarantine, but I'll tell you right now. I mean, you know this. I mean, I came into some money, so
We live in the Northeast. We live in the Northeast. There is no more quarantine. There's nothing going on. It doesn't exist anymore.
Tim, it's insane.
It's over.
Insane. People don't want to wear masks. My brother lives in Orlando, and we've been talking about me taking a flight down there. I even asked you to come with me.
Yeah.
And you were like, no, I'm not traveling right now. My brother goes, I don't want you to come down here anytime soon. He goes, there's like 8,000 new cases every day popping up in Florida. I'm like, yeah, okay. I go, you know what? I go, my birthday's at the end of January. That would be a great time to go to fucking Florida. I'll see how things are going around then.
So originally we were going to shoot episode 15 at Boston Billiard Club in Nashua, New Hampshire. We were going to go, we were going to drink, we were going to gamble because they have like a fake casino in the back. And then I got cold feet with the coronavirus and I didn't want to go. So maybe episode 16 will be filmed there. I'm not sure yet.
Well, I did end up going because I was home alone. The wife was away with the kids, so I had the whole night. So I ended up taking a cab.
You're like Macaulay Culkin, but with like problems. You're like 30-year-old Macaulay Culkin.
It's more like the movie Blank Check. It's more like. But so I ended up taking. I got my first drink, and it was $9. And I said, okay.
Did you go during happy hour?
I got my drink at 4:30, and happy hour started at 5.
Oh. Well.
So I was there. I looked. The place was beyond empty. It was just so weird. A lot of people playing poker. I mean, I guess the buy-in was $60 for poker. I like blackjack. They didn't have any blackjack tables.
What?
They had Spanish 21. And they had a Mississippi stud table.
There are no studs in Mississippi.
So I end up going for my second favorite, which is the roulette wheel. I take $60, I throw it on the table, he gives me $61 chips. Your max bet on any number is 10.
Well, that's good.
Minimum is 1. That's great. It's awesome. Like the odds and everything were great. So I threw down a couple of bucks on my first bet. I think I spent $10 on my first bet and I won $74 something. You know what I mean? So
you did come into money. Scratch tickets, roulette victories. You're gonna have a yacht soon with dancing black girls.
I couldn't call a cab back home, and it was a 55-minute walk home. So I had the number for the cab in my wallet. I already knew it. I went and I started walking up this industrial path where there's nothing. I found a Domino's. I ordered an extra large pizza.
The pizza pizza.
A pizza. And then I asked if they would call me a cab.
What you should have done is had it delivered to your house and just got in the car.
Asked them to deliver it to my house.
And then just go, can I have a ride too?
Well, no, they don't do that now. They wouldn't do that now with the contactless delivery. So
that's true.
I had my pizza sitting in the parking lot waiting for a taxi. The taxi came. It was the same guy that drove me from my house to there in the first place.
It's New Hampshire. They have one cab driver. So. So it sounds like you had a good time by yourself.
I didn't really spend any money. I just kind of went for the experience. Then I came home and played some Xbox.
Sometimes playing with yourself is the best way to do it. So.